Welcome back, everyone. I'm Shinigami Tavris, also known as Boomer. Tonight we're playing Dungeons and Dragons. We do this all off of the donations from you guys. Thank you so much for subscribing and all of that fun stuff. This is live on Twitch Thursdays, 7 p.m. Central Time, and then on Saturdays on the YouTube. Last we left off,
we met a crusher.
Well,
Cress.
before that, we were still prisoners, and then got a message saying, "I got you back from Lowbuckle."
And then we
And
got
then we
traded for drugs.
Yes, we got traded for drugs with a giant bugbear doctor. We missed the party because but then we rode with Crusher to Cress.
Could we have stayed for the party?
I wouldn't have recommended it.
you could have stayed for the party, but everybody that was in jail would be in jail.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and Barnabas donated the ghoulish tapestry to the one golem that could actually speak in the jail cell. Well, the pen.
It was a nice gift.
It's like, hey,
Maybe we'll meet them again.
You'll get some boons.
And
So y'all discovered that in, I guess, the cave when I was in hiatus? Because I don't remember the
That was
tapestry.
taken
wasn't that the
from.
skull? The skull cave with the illithid?
Yeah.
And
that's where
then
that
a
came
whole
from. I
bunch
wasn't
of
here for
orcs
that.
were playing a game to see who would go in the door next.
Yeah, we almost died. Thank you for that tree. That tree saved
and
our ass.
extreme luck.
So you made it to Cress. Crusher left you at a warehouse to sleep. Do you want to do anything, or do you want to just sleep through the night?
That is the first
No.
actual bed we've slept in, even if it is a shit cot. So, I don't know. Probably would sleep unless something interrupts it.
Okay.
How about y'all?
Yeah.
I mean, Doc is gonna spend some time praying and some time mixing up some elixirs.
Okay. Other than that, you guys get a long rest. You wake up the next morning to what wakes you is not necessarily the sun, but the noise that is below you.
Oh, they're working so early. Good for them.
I don't know if that is work that we are hearing.
What does it sound like?
It sounds like boxes being moved, large crates. You do hear some screaming. Some metal on metal sounds.
Well, shit. Yeah, let's poke our heads out. See what that is.
When you poke your heads out, it's still dark. And the doors are still shut on this warehouse.
Yeah.
There are just lights via the lanterns. But it is a bustle on the bottom floor.
Does it look like a fight's happening? Or
No?
Told you they were working.
I never worked in a warehouse, so I'm not sure what it's like.
Well,
You're a rich kid, you're not used to manual labor.
oh yeah, no, that was out of character.
I mean, if it's still dark, oh, we would have gotten a lot. So,
Because you did come in early.
we were told to wait, if I recall.
Mm-hmm.
So, they get the lunch, we should just wait.
Mm-hmm.
Let them do their thing. Somebody starts screaming, like, my guts, then maybe go rescue someone.
What you got there?
Well, it seems to decrease the weight of things, so you'd like to try.
Sure.
Alright.
Down it.
And you gain a flying speed of 10 feet for 10 minutes. You are now floating in the air.
I'm floating.
Well, that's interesting.
Push.
Look, I have magic again.
And this one,
I was gonna ask.
a little more viscous.
Do I
They
build
thought it was gonna be
bigger
a short punishment, but it's been well over what, 2 months now.
It's been a month.
Been a month and a half. Still no magic for him. Don't know. He hasn't tried.
I guess I'm gonna try.
What are you going
No,
to
I
try?
was just
Well,
curious.
I am kind of curious as well. Hold on. There's
Please
something.
do a cantrip.
I was gonna say do a cantrip.
Why is that upside down? I think I had minor illusion. I'm not sure though. Where would it be in the sheets?
Pages.
Last page. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna try to.
Stand on the other side of the fucking room.
You mean float?
Yeah,
This is
float on the
so I'm just kind of floating over to see if this is gonna work. Your little group of people down below. I'm gonna minor illusion. Crusher looking very angry and jumping up and down.
Okay.
It's gonna be a 5-foot crusher.
Tiny crusher.
Yeah, tiny crusher. I'm okay with that. It still works.
You should do it at the top
Roll
of
a
the stairs.
d20, see if it.
D20? All right, let's check and see if I got my mojo back, guys. Oh. A modifier on that?
No, it's just what's the number on the die?
6.
6 on a
6 on the cantrip.
You go to cast, and it feels like normal, but nothing happens.
Oh.
Listen,
They give it more time. Performance anxiety.
After a couple of minutes after that, there's a knock on the door.
Come in.
The door peeks open, and it's a kid, and they, hate to bother you.
Yeah.
Somebody cast a spell.
Attempted to.
Hiding in the corner of the ceiling.
Okay.
they must have like magical wards or something that probably.
So I can try.
We may have like a dispelling kind of thing going
Yeah.
Surprised that these things still work then.
What should be a silvery barb to save one of y'all's lives?
More like end somebody's life.
Level 1, I think.
on. Well, I mean, it's roll,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
You have to. That would have. Well, you have to. Well, only in the waist do you have to roll for cantrip.
Mm-mm.
No.
It's
No?
the entire thing.
unless you are trained,
Ah, okay.
then
Yeah,
you
no, I
don't
wouldn't
have to
I wouldn't
roll
have
for
been formal.
cantrip.
I learned this shit
Only
on
the
street.
trained people don't have to roll for cantrips. Everyone else has to still roll for cantrips. If you're untrained, a 1 on a cantrip is going to outside of the list.
Yeah, no, he learned this stuff on the street. Family got tossed out.
Is it even possible for Doc to have been trained?
No.
Especially considering he's not human.
Well, I was going to see if, like, maybe his gnomish father could have had the proper training to pass on to him, but
Nope.
Schooling.
The schooling is strictly from the human college.
So on this plane of existence, they would have a monopoly on magic.
Yes, at least on this side. Not so much
this
so
continent, at least.
Aethurus.
Aethurus is their own type.
The more I think about that, that makes sense. They're not going to let anything with special ears walk through those doors.
That's why we mark everybody. Which you don't. Would he have one?
What?
a mark?
Yeah, he probably.
Okay. I didn't know if that was just because we were immersed in
Translate.
temporal.
No. That's
you
all
get
of
a-
Kyrie.
Get a mark on
That's all of Kyrie.
Well, he's just got to like ride above his ass crack.
It's just one of those. Tell us what kind of magic you might potentially do.
Oh yeah, I remember y'all talking about
Like
that. It
not
reminded me of the
have-
apostates from Dragon Age.
if you have the capability of possibly using magic, you'll get stamped as well.
And him coming from a high-end merchant family, they would have caught him earlier.
Before your family got destroyed.
We're not destroyed. We're just impoverished.
Brought low.
Yeah.
Do you do anything for the next couple of minutes?
I'm just
No.
waiting.
Just waiting.
Yeah, at the moment, just kind of waiting.
I'm sitting in the corner,
Unbraiding
cross-legged
hair.
upside down.
About an hour after the kid coming up, there's another knock. And the door opens and 3 kids come in. And they're all carrying like little trays.
Yay, breakfast.
And they like set the trays down. And a guy comes strolling in, and he's well dressed. And I was informed that you're awake.
Mm-hmm.
Did we sleep well?
Yeah.
Better than the ground.
Hopefully the rule isn't too bad.
I'm sure you've had worse.
You'll be surprised. These dwarfs can have some pretty bad things.
Oh.
What are your plans? Crusher didn't tell me much.
We were told to wait here.
Wait?
Mm,
For what?
our job? Well, their job, not my job. I already took care of
We're trying to get to the library, but also trying to find a person. Yes. They have a special red door with a green something on it. We lost a friend. Pulls out ashes.
it.
You lost a friend, and you want to go to the door that opens to nothing.
For now.
That makes perfect sense.
You gotta forgive them. They've been in the waste for a
Well,
very long time.
I'm going
Forgive rat catchers for all their indiscretions.
I would assume that they've used this door before,
yes. In another world, yes.
and it didn't lead to nothing.
Correct.
This is news to me.
I was not aware that it normally led to nothing.
He saw the door. He didn't go in the door, but he saw the door. No, you didn't see the door. Shit, I'm the only person.
Yeah, you're the only person from the original.
I know.
That is kind of mind blowing.
Yeah. Oh wait. Yeah,
And he's died too.
I did, but I got brought back, which is why I'm dead.
So, door that leads to nowhere. Ashes of a person. We travel with weird company.
You traveled with Crusher, so
I don't travel with Crusher. Crusher travels on his own. I have dealings with Crusher. Anything for a profit.
makes sense.
By the way, there is profit to be gained here too.
What you talking?
Well, for me, I always aim for the profit. From what I gather, you've got at least one slave and one inhuman that I'm now currently protecting.
Two. Hey, you're not human. And you're way too weird to be.
Ah.
I have papers.
Too tall, too long arms.
Handsome, aren't you?
Yeah.
Like you can't see what the person is, but you do know they're not human. And I'm sure Crusher would know that
And
likely
at
goblinoid of some
common
sort.
slave Basil up farther.
So, you know, I'm guessing the fact that he's traveling with you, he's probably not where he's supposed to be. You see where this is going, right?
It's not necessarily. He could be free.
Uh, yeah, that doesn't.
Can I thieves' kit?
Uh,
I feel like this guy has dealings with it.
If you,
What would you
if you
say?
recall, the
Let's say
Thiefskin isn't like sign language.
It isn't.
It's
No,
not in this one.
no, it's a written language.
Oh, well, shit. Never mind.
my guess is we have to go meet whoever the fuck hired you to find us.
Yes, Cat's Lady or something.
Yeah, I believe so.
So Cat's Lady, then Library, then
Yeah, but her dealings are not the same as my dealings. My dealings, I'm still sitting on the knowledge of where people are.
I'd like
And I
to
can
see-
easily forget that.
He wants you to pay him.
Oh no, I'm very. I used to be an officer of the law. I'm aware of a shakedown.
Would you rather be a business partner?
And I
And
definitely
see,
asked this guy.
we have this wonderful thing, officer of the law with a slave and an inhuman. Man, it's just making it easier.
Now I remember why we didn't like this guy.
Well, you've met him before?
No, these characters have not.
Oh.
The players have.
Ah, Kentar.
Mhm.
I don't remember him being this weaselly though.
Well, to be fair,
Kentar
It's
has
been
a lot-
20 years.
Yeah.
we also
Kentar
started
spent
businesses.
20 years and also has a lot more money.
We helped him establish this warehouse.
shame that Donald's facial expressions cannot be seen.
It's a shame that Onion isn't here.
That's why we're going to the door.
Oh yeah, let's bring Onion and have 3 Inhumans.
Oh,
Well,
onion.
I figured the name.
That was out.
I figured the name drop would.
With all this, Barnabas does not trust him to lead to a bounty board.
How much to shut you up?
Well, you know, depends. How much are you willing to give me?
With massive amounts of debts.
That's not my problem.
50 gold. I have 1,100 copies.
Don't piss him off.
I would assume all that's in the chest as well.
I would assume so.
Yeah, then that's also in the chest with that.
Anybody got a rare item we can toss this guy that we don't necessarily need? I feel like we've been picking up a lot of stuff.
I have a suit of chainmail and a suit of really fucked plate armor.
Oh, yeah, there's those boots.
And I don't know who's wearing those.
Nobody? Psycho gave them to you.
To wear the boots.
I'd probably be wearing them but not know how to attune.
And you sit with it.
So we give him the magical cozies. I believe that's what they were, right?
What about a really nice pair of boots?
Nice pair of boots.
Magical,
And
Take
he
them off
looks
my
down
feet.
at his feet and he's like,
magical
As
pair
I
of
take them
boots.
off my feet,
Magical pair of boots that have
And-
been to the hills. And back.
there's some really fucked pair of Uggs.
Psycho was wearing Uggs.
They were comfortable.
And they kind of
Oh
look like
hell yeah, that's hilarious. Are you good? He's groaning.
It's the only thing that kept Psycho from getting damaged when he went to hell.
The frozen part.
The Frozen.
He looks at the boots and he
Awesome.
supposedly
Chainmail.
magical. Chainmail. I think I have a box of that down there somewhere.
Find that.
It's not that they're supposed to be. They're not magical. Like I said, they kept our friend alive while they were in the cold layer of hell for so many seconds.
Right. You don't mind me having them checked, do you?
I've already taken them off. And
He opens the door and whistles. And after a couple of minutes, a kid comes up with a pair of glasses. And he, let's see here. And he puts them on and, like, looks them over. And he goes, huh. Actually, not magic. Surprising.
oh, they also give resistance to cold.
Yeah.
Cool.
So you're willing to part with these for my sons?
I am, yeah. Up to you.
I defer to your judgment. I've made that very clear.
Yeah.
Deal.
One less card to keep up with.
We still got the jug.
Oh, the jug is not going anywhere. The jug makes mayonnaise.
Oh my god.
Look at mayonnaise.
What if it would make coffee too?
It does.
Oh.
It can also make poison.
Oh.
So,
It can
and he like takes and it is he like barely holds him and like sets him off to the side. And he leans back out and whistles again, and the kid comes back up and like he hands him the glasses and like points to the boots, and the kid grabs them. And he goes, "So now that we have business taken care of, time for some pleasure. What are we wanting to get into?"
Wherever Ruby is.
This early, Miss Ruby is not up.
Who's Ruby?
Whoever it is that hired her.
A wanted
Oh,
board.
yeah.
Why do you want to go to a wanted board?
Because I want to see if anybody I know is up there.
I'm sure there's a lot of people that you know that are up there.
Actually, kind of-
Probably not. There's 4 in particular. There's only 4 in that I want to make sure of.
I can point you in the right direction. But if you're caught on the way, that's not my fault.
No fucking shit.
Meaning he didn't point them to you.
He's not the brightest one, is he?
No,
Okay.
he admits it too.
What I'm telling you, sir, is if it was you, I would not go near a wanted board, as other people will definitely point you out to the nearest
Give her a
guard
shot.
and send you away.
Then could you maybe have somebody check if
Our mugs are on there.
good psycho's no problem. And us and a weird looking elf, the flower hat.
A weird elf in a flower hat.
Just a picture of them.
I just met these people. I'm actually a Viscount. I have papers.
That's bullshit, and I know it. Because I've already gone through your
Charlatan.
papers.
Charlatan. I got papers, bro.
Yes, I have papers that say that I own half of this city, which I do, in one way or another.
I don't have a regal heir to me.
I don't have regal shit either.
Oh, to work on it.
If it makes you feel any better, you have about the personality of every royal that I have ever dealt with.
Who have you dealt with?
We'll leave it at that.
They're all smartasses.
We'll leave it at that.
What time of day do you start being a smartass? When I wake up.
So, you would like to know if you are on the wanted posters.
Ah.
Okay.
Probably be good before we start.
So then I gotta
walking
figure
around
out how
town.
to fucking clear my name because I didn't do the shite.
They don't care about that.
I know.
And with the fact that your ears are already missing a little, it costs you even more to make them go away.
Don't worry about it.
Our friend might be able to give you that, but you may owe her quite a bit.
So, pleasure.
Let's just open this early if other people are not here.
I do think that he's talking about something within this establishment.
It doesn't have to be in this establishment. It could be in one of my many establishments that are still running, still open for business.
Did we sleep in a brothel?
No, you
No, we slept in
my
a storage warehouse.
Okay.
warehouse.
The way you're talking, man.
No, but
If you would
Into our
like
own
to
company.
sleep in a brothel, I can arrange it. I have a couple of really nice girls that he looks you up and down a little bit. They definitely give you a run for your money. And if you don't like girls, I have some guys too. Maybe even, well, a gnome or a dwarf. The dwarf, she's a bit ugly, but still usable.
She has an extra handle.
Dwarf was probably the bartender at that sticky tavern that Sieg went to with him.
Isn't that the lady that yelled at him about paying her?
Probably.
It's been.
What do you have in mind exactly?
I just want profits. If you want vibrations of any sort, I have extra.
Because it has been. I don't know how long it's been. I've had some decent fucking bread. Where's the bakery?
Well, they aren't open now. Don't own a bakery. Maybe I should get a bakery. Bakery wouldn't be bad. Legitimize me a little bit more.
We
He can
We also would like
he
to
can
pick up,
franchise the airloaf.
That's what I'd say.
first things first, since we're at a population center, rations and possibly weapons, either armaments. Place for that.
Why, sure. You're standing on top of it.
It's got a little bit of everything.
I got a longbow, but I could go for a short bow as well.
In case they want snaps.
Oh, not just that, but I think I remember them being. Yeah, I can't sneak attack with a longbow. It's not finesse.
So you can sneak attack with any ranged weapon.
Finesse would be melee.
I thought finesse was in the description
Finesse
there.
are melee weapons.
So
where you
it can
use
work?
eye.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, maybe I'm good with longbow. Arrows and. You got arrows? We can buy off you.
On a crossbow from Crusher, I'm good.
What kind of arrows are we looking for?
Well, shit, man. If you got magic arrows too, I'd take some of those.
Magic arrows cost a little bit more than all the others, but what I was getting at was how fine of an arrow do you want? Do you want that one that will always hit its target, like if you're actually a decent shot? Or are we looking for something more? And he looks over at Doc. Built by this gentleman.
Also, like poison toxins and stuff that shouldn't be in the body. That kind of thing.
I get a fireball arrow.
Well,
Written on
poisons and
something.
toxins, those are different from arrows.
So,
If you need poisons or toxins, I can help
do you have any idea what he's talking about? I'm
One
a
second.
little confused.
And he turns and he bring me the ammunition board.
He's likely referring to some magical ammunition.
Well, that's what I was
Plus one.
referring to.
+1 to arrows or regular.
Okay,
And,
Or you
I
can get
guess-
fancy looking ones.
After a minute, like, two kids come up and they've got this huge board, like, in between the two of them, and they, like, weasel it into the room. And he goes, okay, up here we have all our different types of bolts built by anything from goblins to your standard human, which is a finer quality, especially when, and he goes down the list and he goes, the goblin board, and he points to all the different goblin, like, arrows and whatnot, and they are. Some of them are, like, horribly made. And then he goes all the way to the human side of it. Now, don't get me wrong, in between, you've got some humans and some better looking goblin ones. But if you want the lower end, I could definitely make you a deal. But I'm not going to guarantee that they're going to fire out of your bow correctly.
So there's a proficiency.
It's more of
No.
a percent
So they
chance it
can just-
explodes on you.
Doc, take
Like goblin arrows
like
are
this.
stone in a
Okay, all right. Real simple, man. So I want something that when it hits its target, if it's to get past like magical immunities and stuff like that.
Well, that's getting past what I have on the board. The board is to show you the difference in quality, not magicality. Magicality is not something I really barter in. Too many things go boom.
Let's go for the one that's easier to hit my mark with. Then the
Plus,
plus.
it's standard here.
Yeah.
Well, I can get you 20 of these for a gold piece.
Yours.
takes out like this
This is
gnomish
all
craft
I just
crossbow
want to
bolt
see
and
how
compares
much
it.
you fucking-
It's on the high end.
I hate the sheet.
I don't really know where he gets to.
Is it 20 for a gold piece?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, that's the average rate.
No, it's actually not jipping.
Okay. What's the conversion rate for platinum again? That's how much of?
10 gold is 1 platinum.
Oh wow. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, he's got his gold piece then.
Okay. Is there anything else we would like to?
Your name.
What?
Your name.
Ah, my name's worth a lot more than what you're willing to pay.
What people would call you in the general sense.
I guess the easiest way to get a hold of me would to just say that you're looking for Kintar.
Oh yeah, I'm willing to throw in for rations as well.
When you're talking about rations, what kind of rations are we looking for? We're looking for the standard everyday.
Yeah, just
Traveler's
just the one a
rations.
day. Yeah,
Or are you looking for something a little more? Je ne sais quoi. Some berries.
Sound like
some
a used
wonderful-
horse salesman. I just want one a day rations.
At the moment, we don't have to really.
At this rate, I'm
best to be
going to need
prepared
some
then.
ale.
Ale
in
is
case we have to
easily
use it.
provided.
All of it for something.
Just
else.
not here. I can gladly sneak a gentleman like yourself down the alleyway to a wonderful bar.
Hey, Dane, what does Geneva sequin mean?
I don't know. I don't think that's from here.
Just random thought.
What's what?
The best.
How much would those like best ones run?
What do you mean?
The ones with the berries and shit that you're talking about.
Oh. For your typical everyday rations with some berries.
Oh shit! It doesn't matter. Psycho's gone
So,
because Onion wouldn't eat those.
I mean, Onion will eat just about anything. They just need some supplements.
Yeah. I got Onion's dietary plan and Psycho's mixed up.
why are you holding an onion?
A good berry every few days will keep the bloodlust away.
Summer. What kind of berries are we looking for? Are we looking for fruit that's normal season or out of season fruit?
I'm curious. Do you have a coconut?
I
What?
forgot about the coconuts.
This is his friend.
Coconut is not necessarily a fruit.
Well, I mean,
It does grow on trees. It is a nut. It has innards. It has milk.
I saw one. It smelled interesting. I just want to try it.
Axe is a fruit, the same as any other.
It's just not a fruit.
A hard fruit, like a nut.
Is it sort of like a pineapple?
Oh my
It's
god.
It's a coconut.
So yeah,
So you'd like coconuts?
Just one if you got one.
Just one.
And then like 10 or 20 days worth of the regular traveling rations.
Your friend is really touched in the head, is he not?
He really wants a coconut.
I can tell.
Try it.
I've got his coconut.
The damn goblins
I just
wouldn't
wanted
process
the
it.
rations, but if he wants his coconut, it's his.
I wanted to try it, but the goblins kept fucking calling it a name.
You can't eat friends, right?
I mean, when he's desperate enough, he wants.
You're the one with money, right?
Yeah, that's the money.
Let's go hit up a bar.
All right.
So, 20 days worth of rations would be 100 gold. No. Be 10 gold. Sorry. My conversion's wrong. 20 days of rations is 10 gold. And the coconut, I'll throw in for a silver.
He's got it.
That many's the 10, right?
You don't have to do the counting. I got this.
Open the chest.
Yeah, he's
I got you, bro. One more thing. Property, like a safe house that we could buy.
I can put you in touch with someone.
Work.
You're wanting to buy a safe house here in Cress.
It's a hub, is it not?
It is.
It's also closer to his home.
I mean, a man from Israel is hard not to notice, and these reek of northerners. So,
It's fine. Talk
We
to him
have
from
accents.
Sassana.
We have accents.
I don't know if they do reek.
I need a fucking map.
I do have those easily available to you.
No.
That'd be really
Bad.
nice.
In the meantime, put this salve on under your arms.
Why?
To be fair, we only eat rations. There's not really much that can cause.
So, public bath? Safe house, yes.
You said public bath.
Yes.
I want a bath.
Oh, and me and the want to get drunk.
Sun's just risen.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
There are a lot of people still at the bar. They have yet to leave.
That's fair.
Depending on which bar you want to go to. Do you want to go gambling?
Not with all that money.
No. Bad.
Is that one of your flaws?
It's one of my flaws.
Here, I have a solution. We'll give you a small bit of your fund for gambling, and then I will hold on to the rest.
Yeah. Yeah, I would like to gamble.
I have the perfect establishment for you two. You other three would like to go to a bathhouse?
Do we have a private? Or at least one where it's not so public.
That could be arranged. It might cost a little bit more. So, but that has to be arranged now.
Let's do that.
Okay. Well then.
I don't know about yourself, but at least with potentially us being on a board somewhere.
I'm sorry, but
See me.
I like fancy.
I get the feeling that she is also on a board somewhere.
So, is the lady joining the two derelicts, or does she need a better?
Out of character. Real quick, I do want to know this because since I do have this platinum right now, before I get rid of it, because I'm tossing the rest. I mean, you know, to do you know what? Not that bit. I am will gamble though. So how do I know? Can I get possibly a better set of armor from him? Help my AC.
You have to
What's
be.
your current armor?
It's just leather.
Oh,
Oh,
you
yeah.
can get a
It's
studded.
studded leather.
Studded leather.
You have to be proficient in it.
Yeah,
Studded leather
rogues
is the
would.
upgrade.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy some studded leather.
Studded leather.
45 is the base price.
Yep. 45 gold.
What about trading?
That one I
set
haven't
of chainmail
memorized.
for that studded?
Chainmail. I mean, if you want an even trade, that's fine. I don't mind.
Barnabas wouldn't understand like difference in cost. So yeah, instead of paying the 45, don't worry about that.
Right, it's bought.
No, he's gonna
Traded.
cover it. He's gonna.
I have it covered.
Oh, is it because of the coconut?
Yes. 100% because of the code.
And because he doesn't care about chainmail that he's carrying around.
Making friends, Barney. You slap it.
Someone whatever the fuck he gave for his underarms on first.
What?
You
The
see-
style.
You think
To be fair, we all do, except for that.
Barnabas isn't like happy in the warehouse because the warehouse stinks.
So,
There's a lot of contraband. That's
Not
not.
keeps like good smells on himself. You know, the whole witch doctor thing, and two, giant hairy.
Lots of stench comes
when
from
you're
your fur.
talking about purchasing property, what exactly are we wanting to establish?
Wants to be your business partner.
Well, you know, I was thinking that I could operate on the side as a fence, but a general goods store. And I would need a business partner.
Well, we'd technically be in competition.
They don't have to be.
I'm making enough money as is without divvying it up with someone.
I think at the moment you'd want to worry more about the safe house than the front.
Yeah. That can come up later, but really just want the property.
Place to call home.
The problem is, when purchasing property in Cress, it has to be announced what will be there.
Can't just be like, oh,
Well, if it's a home, it can't be changed later.
Well,
And a home, if you're looking for a safe house, has to go under a name. And I'm pretty sure that you don't want your name really attached to it.
Precisely. Which is why the business itself doesn't really matter to me. I'll be honest with you. We could, if you wanted to extend your business into something else, we could make a deal on that. If there's a market you haven't touched here.
Might
Like
I
a
have a
bakery.
suggestion, actually?
My family was were merchants in Israel, so we could come to an agreement. And honestly, just need it for our own reasons.
Might I interrupt here?
Sure.
Do you happen to own anything close to an apothecary?
One second. And he turns around and like pulls out a little book and like starts flipping through it. And he Are you talking legitimate apothecary?
He's good.
I am skilled at potions, poisons, surgery, pretty much anything you would need that would involve chemicals or medical needs.
Oh. So we're not talking about yeah. No, I don't want one of those.
So, I have my highly skilled friend here. Could run a little apothecary. Be attached to you. You know, some of the profits go to you. And we just need an attic or a cellar.
Right.
Storage, meetings, etc.
We'd have to put it in that section of town if he's running it. But we could maybe make some profit off of it. I'll get back with you on that one.
We could potentially find someone else to work as these storefronts. With me simply being the crafter or the professional.
That requires paying extra people to be ignorant of you.
Fair enough.
Well, your profit in the long run should suffice, would it not? You're almost getting 100% of it.
No, I would not be getting 100% of it. I'd have to be paying the guards to look the other way of the
Cost
fact
of
that
doing business, my man.
I'm doing business with
The product outweighs the risk.
no,
I
because
am of mind with him, actually.
So the risk is
I can. And he like pulls out a little baggie of something.
Is that
Sell
your hat?
this. No. Ashes. Far below this. This would still qualify as apothecary to some people.
Medical ash. I got you.
Soup.
This here nets me all profit. I can hide this a lot easier than that.
You need to get yourself a hat of disguise.
I may have
Or a
an
couple
idea for you
levels
on
long.
that, but we need to see our friend first. Ruby.
Well, Miss Ruby won't be up for a few hours, and she won't be seeing people for a few hours after.
Business.
So, you want public bath? That's private. You want an upscale public bath, and you two want to go gambling.
And drinking.
That goes with
you get free drinks while you can.
Hell yes.
No, they're not free. Trust me. Nothing in the bar at that place is free. I have to make money somehow.
And checking on water posters.
That we can do. That is negligible. You have a copper piece, correct?
Opens chest.
A bunch of them.
How many do you want to check?
Hey. One.
How many wanted boards?
Oh. No, 5.
So just this district. Gotcha. 5 copper.
Because
Here's 50.
this is like standard, right?
50 copper?
Yes. Check it out.
He goes out, and this time, like, it's a large whistle, and, like, an older teen comes up, and he goes, take a good look.
And I'll
Go around
drop the
town.
head. I would drop the hood. Pull it
You know
in.
what we're looking for. And the kid, okay. And, like,
Oh, and I describe what onion would look like.
they take off. And he goes, so, private bath. Typically your bath would only cost you a gold, but due to the fact we're going to get shut down for cleaning, that's going to be more along the go rounds about 10 gold.
And done.
You feel free.
I have a lot more gold than you.
What's in that chest?
Guess what I'm
Like how
keeping,
much
like,
now?
Is it 10 for each of us?
No.
more than Barnabas
10
can
total.
count.
It's 10 for them.
Okay.
But for you, you're wanting to go to an upscale place.
I'm
That'll be 2 gold.
That would be hurtful.
It's what?
2 gold.
Okay.
We're not
I
having
paid
to shut
shit
down
for
the
you.
place for you, correct?
No.
Exactly.
The flaw that you're like exquisite.
Yeah, that's one of my things.
We call this trait Cadillac.
Yeah. She has the upper scale lifestyle. I've got wretched.
They're rich.
Wait, what lifestyle are you aiming for?
My lifestyle, I'm actually, because of what I do, I try to get my money saved up and then,
Go for wealthy?
yeah.
Oh, okay. So that would actually be closer to 3 gold.
Done.
So, the 2 wanting to go to... I will get somebody to take you there pretty shortly. Do you need anything before I leave?
I don't think it doesn't.
Do keep me in mind. If you're staying here again, I will be back to see you. And I will look into the possible business dealings. But, as I said, might not be as profitable as we think. But until then, and he turns and like walks out. And within a couple of minutes, there's a couple of kids that are up there, and they all like look up and they're like, "So, who's going to the bath?"
You needed to know where the door was.
Right, I assumed after we talked. We're going to the bath.
And the kid like takes you guys out, and stops first at like a really nice establishment and like points to it.
Mm-hmm.
And it takes you guys further down the road, and there's one that has a like close sign on it, and
Close for cleaning.
he goes and knocks on the door, and they open the door, and he like hands them some money, and they like fully open the door, and the kid disappears. For you two, a different child is there that like walks you down a bunch of back alleys, and
I'm gonna get stabbed.
it goes to a very nondescript door that's at the cellar of a place. Knocks on it again, and then knocks a third time, and the door opens, and the kid goes,
When I was thinking high stakes, I'm not gonna die here, am I? Oh well.
You see a tiny dragon.
for the bathhouses, there's nothing like spectacular about them. It's
Full on relaxing.
right. you are provided with the towel and the little bin to keep your stuff in, and blah 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 blah. Some whatnot. For those that are at the gambling house, you walk in, and it is a like what you first see is what looks like a root cellar, and there's a guy standing there, and he looks you both up and down, and he goes, "No trouble."
No.
You have my word.
And then he pulls a small, what looks like a knob on the wall, and a drawer pops out, and he goes, "Weapons."
Daggers. Rapier.
What the fuck are you doing with a pike?
Like the reach.
You can't. You
Boot
that's
ties.
Bag of holding. Put the whole bag in there.
Accidentally open a
Let's
portal
make
to the astral
money.
plane because
He
Keeps just enough.
hands you a ticket,
Take it to ride.
shuts the drawer, pulls a lever, and the door, the back wall, burn.
Alright, let's go in.
Inside, it is even for the building above it, it's probably 2 to 3 times that size underneath.
Shit. What about
Um,
this place?
Different types of tables for cards, dice, what would be the equivalent of roulette. And there are also other like games that you have no idea how they work. And there are even people that are definitely passed out drunk in corners. On one side of the wall, there is a huge bar, and this place is filled, and it is very bustling with people.
Alright, we'll saunter over to the bar then.
Bugabale is 4 copper.
2 whales.
If you're wanting anything higher than that, you start getting into silver pieces. So if it's typical wine is 3 silver, liquors are about 3 silver. When you start getting into high shelf, you start getting higher and higher priced.
I shall.
So, how high shelf are we aiming?
No.
Do you got anything from this ring?
They, yes,
What you got?
they pull out a bottle of wine and set it down.
Yeah, I'll take that.
5 silver.
5 silver it is.
They exchange the leave you the bottle.
Tastes like home.
You know what? What are you having?
They pull another bottle out.
He's had a rough day.
It's
So-
a rough month.
If you're going to gamble, instead of doing actual gambling, we are going to do the against house thing. Because I have tons of D&D like gambling games, but that's a whole episode worth of stupid stuff.
Okay, so what you got?
The rooms.
What kind of gambling do we want? Cards or
Cards.
I'm going to tap you on the shoulder. Give most of it to me. We are not spending all of your house money.
Okay, I'm keeping 5 plat. You got 100, or you got 1980.
5 platinum is 50 gold.
Mm-hmm.
1980, you said?
1,900.
So do you want to play like blackjack?
Yeah.
Okay. Pull 2d10s.
This one and the other one that looks like with the two numbers.
The one that looks like this.
I don't think. Well, there you go. All right.
This time's it.
So pick. I've got mine color coded.
Mhm.
You're going to always know what the blue die is because we're playing blackjack.
Okay.
So when you roll, pick one of them already to always tell me. That is the like.
You might want to change colors. Oh, you do have different colors.
But yeah, so you're basically playing against, and you can do hits for other. So if you take a hit, you do roll another d10.
What color is going to show me?
All right.
So I think you're the only one doing it. Or is he also doing it?
Oh well, due to the fact that it's just me and you, then yeah, both of yours are face up.
What?
You're rolling both.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
And then
I only
rolling-
tell you what the blue die is.
Fair
The
point.
red die stays secret because you don't know what the house has.
Okay. Oh.
So you see a 7 in front of you.
7.
You want to hit?
Yep.
Okay, roll a d10.
Dot up. Is dot above or dot below? I always forget this.
Below.
Below. Okay. Stay.
What do you have?
18.
They have to take a hit. You win.
This-
Actually, how does the betting work?
It's so the minimum pot is 25 gold.
Right.
So you now have to.
I feel good.
Okay.
So that means 75 total.
Yeah.
75 total gold.
Ready? You see a 3.
Hit.
Okay, roll.
Hit.
Yeah, you're good.
Hit.
Okay.
That's a lot of hits, man.
Oh, that's,
That's a
a
10.
That's definitely going to be a bust.
10.
Yeah, I got 23.
Yeah.
Those first ones 3, 3, 3, 4.
Back down to 50.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
here we go. You see a 2.
Hit.
Okay. They deal you another card.
Oh God.
Did you get another 10?
Yeah.
26?
Yeah, 26.
Okay, they flip over 10 for 12. 19 total.
Yeah. All right, I got 25 left. So
Okay.
let's use it.
You see a 5.
Hold on. You saw that, right?
It was 7 and a 3.
Yeah. So hit. I'm only 11 right now. Stay.
Okay, what are we staying at?
19.
They flip over their other card. They have 10. They have 10 total. 19.
House wins.
Oh, see what you're doing. Kind of serious there. Alright, ready?
You have no more money.
Oh, wait, hold on. House takes the 25 even if we tie? Alright,
In the case of a tie, the house wins.
Shit! Is it? Hold on. What?
If both the dealer and the player score, player wins theirs, bet back.
Oh, okay. So you get your 25.
Oh, so.
You just don't
50.
win anything extra.
So I'm back to 50?
No,
No,
you
you
just
don't.
got 25.
That's right. Okay, so let's go. Brian's taking a piss. All right.
Okay. They have a 9 showing.
Okay. Hit.
Okay.
That's not a roll. Hey,
Okay, what do we got?
14. I feel like they're gonna bust. Or no, they can't bust. I'm an idiot.
So they flip over a 3, and then they flip over a 1. 13. 16.
Shit.
You have to hope they roll the 10.
Ah. Take them. One.
They so you're out of your gambling money.
Yeah, and I completely tipped the bottle back.
You did so good that first time, but then
I
after
know, it just boom, boom. Those 10s killed me.
Oh no, that's fun. And because it's not your typical blackjack where you can actually count cards and all that other stuff. It gets even more crazy.
There's no aces.
Yeah.
This is curious.
Mhm.
Well, I was hitting some really low numbers though. It's just like, why wouldn't I? You know?
Mhm.
Ah,
So here are the games that we have. We have basically what's craps, which is a minimum of 5 gold buy-in.
I was hoping you'd use real cards.
No. You have liar's dice, which we don't
There's a
play
reason
liar's
we play
dice
in a room.
amongst just 2 people. Tamora spin, which is like you gamble against 1 through 20. You pick a number and hope for the best.
I lost everything.
Fuck yeah.
21, and then Hand of Fate.
all 2,000
Don't you know, man?
platinum.
The house always wins.
I was doing
And
good
the
for a
fate.
while.
Yeah, Hand of Fate. A player rolls a d12 and keeps their roll secret. Each player has the chance to raise the bet, call the bet, or fold. This continues until all bets are equal. A d12 is then rolled, which all players can see. It's basically poker. Each player has a second chance to raise, call, or fold. A second and final die is rolled, and each player gets 1 chance to raise, call, or fold. Once all the bets are equal, all the dice are revealed. There's all total, it's only 3 dice. So you got to make a.
What's the
The player with the highest combined total of their die and the public dice wins.
the payout for something like that?
80% of the pot. So
Gotcha.
that's more of a how many people are playing.
So in your blackjack variant, would you treat ones the same way as an ace, where
No.
it can count?
So I can bring Barnabas back here?
Yeah.
Because in blackjack, you can treat 2 through all your faces as like your base number. Aces can count as either 1 or 11.
Oh, this is my new favorite thing. This is Finn's new
If you-
favorite thing.
If you want it to be as
Um,
close to realistic as possible without being with
I'm-
the dice, you
I'm
would
also
use
sad and
D12s
drunk
and
now.
count 11 and 12
So,
as 10s, and then
that's the thing.
1 is 11.
Yeah.
13.
So if you do Camaro spin, it is like roulette, which is you can choose a specific number and you win triple if the die actually lands on that number, or you can choose odd or even and you get 1.5 times your bet if it lands on odd or even.
Oh, that's night and day, though.
I should have gone with you if it's hit
Yeah.
21.
I mean, I guess dice at the end of the day. So
Yeah, I mean that's how the game.
yeah.
1, 2, 4, 6. Was it 15? So that hits 21.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna be sad and drunk now.
With what money?
Well, he's got one. He bought 1 bottle.
He took
okay.
a lot of it.
Yeah, that's
so-
why I remembered you had your 50 platinum.
Oh, I
and you
killed that
lost it
thing.
all.
I dumped back what
Okay.
I had, man.
So
Artemis is
Um,
sharing alcohol.
after a couple of hours at the casino and about an hour or so at the public baths, when everybody's ready to leave, there's a little kid sitting outside.
Mhm. Take
Feel
us
better.
to your leader.
Come on.
And you don't fucking stink. Oh, nice.
No, he does smell. He smells of whatever soap choices he
It's
made.
not extreme amounts of body odor.
And leather.
Boy, that the sense of smell is gonna be just rough.
Yeah, I've got heightened senses.
Yeah.
So that's why when Crusher was smoking the ash, it's like, that fucking
What
stinks.
you get for being Taylor Lautner?
Damn. I was thinking more like Harry Potter, where he was just
Lupin.
no,
No.
the Death Eater,
Oh. Ooh.
because he was not smart.
But it looked cool.
So the kid, for all of you, basically walks you back the same way that you came in.
Yeah.
Gets you back, and when you get back to the warehouse, no matter which time it is, the doors are wide open. There is a what looks like stall set out on whatever door you come in, and there are teenagers that are running the stalls. And depending on, it is a 4-bay, so 2 doors on one street, 2 doors on another street. Depending on which door depends on what's being sold at.
Wonder how many of them are coin napping.
And while walking through, Barnabas is keeping an eye out, watching the sign language that he would know.
Okay. That is not readily seen.
Yeah.
You do see people with clipped ears, especially when you get to the warehouse. They are picking up stuff and taking it away.
See, I would use my watcher's eye to find the thieves' den, but I'm in it. It's done.
Barnabas essentially has a variant of Thieves' Camp. Only it only works for
Slaves.
people,
Or
Yeah.
slaves or gladiators.
slaves.
So slaves can't is a sign language.
That's why Barnabas can keep an eye out for that.
That's the reason I differentiate the two, is so that slaves can't use a sign language, because most slaves aren't going to leave notes on the walls for anybody to notice, whereas thieves are more likely to leave the hobo signs.
Mhm.
So give me a perception roll at disadvantage.
Because I'm drunk.
Yep.
Okay. Oh. Let's see, 12.
Yeah.
15.
Even being slightly inebriated, as you get close to the warehouse, you do notice thieves' cant on some of the walls on it.
What's it say?
It says safe house and fence.
Oh, okay, that
So
explains things.
would I've noticed that just passively since I'm not drunk?
Yes.
Nothing.
Don't they have child labor laws here?
Nope.
No.
And the children make more profit than the adults do sometimes.
Really? Do you think he pays them?
Yeah. That's why they're still here.
I mean, shit, we
That's
saw
nice.
one kid actually get paid.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there's incentive to working for Kentar.
May not be happy all the time, but there's incentive.
You guys smell really nice.
Well, thank you.
Thanks.
These two now smell of ash, tobacco, and booze.
Keeping a wide breadth of you guys.
Parfum.
I know.
We're nice.
You
Just-
pour there, Doc?
Just go get a. Oh, what the? Just go take a fucking bath.
Ah, yes. let me go take a bath.
It's close.
So are bugbears kind of like cats?
I take off the glove and reveal like this reddish pink fur covering my hand.
It was just us two.
I didn't smoke that much ash, did I?
Yeah, and how
closed
long
for
do you think
cleaning.
that's going to be closed for?
Pay them and it'll stay.
Pay them
closed.
and it'll stay. Maybe somebody shit in the tub
Barney.
Oh.
and they have to clean it.
He's using a metaphor, not knowing the word.
That is rather impressive for him.
The picture box.
What's a metal for?
To make swords.
That was terrible.
It's better than there will be many.
So
And now
after
I'm just waiting on.
so after a couple of you get back and you do still have to wait a few hours. And it is one of those you three get back well before these two. They show up a little while later. And then about an hour or two after that they've shown up, there's a knock on the door and Guitar is standing there and he goes, "So I've been informed that you're to be taken to meet someone."
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Willingly or unwillingly?
I don't see any guards here, so it's up to you if you want to go or not.
I know you got sneak thieves around here. That doesn't necessarily mean there aren't guards around.
The better way to put it, I do not have any of the officers of the law standing outside waiting to take you away.
Well,
You know,
considering
You looked at me.
our status in this town, it's probably for the best that we go with you.
usually.
So, the fun part about this one is I'm definitely not going on this trip. So, you have to make your own way down there. And I'm sure if you'd like someone to escort you for a fee, one of the many down there will do it.
Speaking of, did they find anything?
Fine.
In many hours.
Do you know, you just paid for them to travel most of the city. Do you know how long it takes to go through the city?
No idea. I don't know how big the city is.
Oh, definitely not. From this area. That's right. You northern folk.
Hey.
Ignorant
No,
of
they
the
are not going.
fact.
They are not going to be back
Oh.
before nightfall.
Just curious.
What city from the north did you happen to use the word city very lightly come from?
Excuse you, sir, but Farron was fairly
The Farron fits in one small district of our town.
big. Okay.
So I would call your city a town or a district.
You haven't seen
I would not call it a city.
You haven't seen this, Rand.
I, good sir, live in a city that outweighs Isran by a lot. I don't care about Isran.
It's
Not
also-
to mention, I have all the goods I would want from there. He's like leaning over, looking at, and he goes, I think in those crates over there.
Touch grass.
So, just for player knowledge, Cress was the original capital.
You don't know that.
Oh, that would be
Or actually, wouldn't
that would be
you?
common
No, that's
knowledge.
common knowledge.
Oh.
Like,
Yeah.
Cress was where everyone would go for trade and market
Yeah.
originally.
I think Cress is
It's almost in the dead center of the whole continent.
and Cress main center.
Yes.
in some language.
I mean, yes, this city dwarfs pretty much everything.
Didn't you say
else I have
something
seen.
about the architecture from the war? Or
There's a
something?
giant black castle
Yeah.
in Cress that was the Dark Lord's keep.
Wild.
And the castle is the center point of the city.
Center point of the center point.
Yeah, it looks
It's
like
very-
radial, isn't it? City.
I think I got the pictures here.
The very center of the continent. Probably, as far as they are concerned, the world.
So we're looking like a ministerial type situation.
Kind of.
Yeah, here's the city.
Like Cress is huge.
And this does give you scale. So the red lines on this are the walls around the town.
Oh no, dog. That's Edalus.
And there's a picture of Baron that was also printed, and you can actually see buildings and like the size.
The walls
of
aren't made of giant human beings, are they?
it. And that's just like for scale difference. Go from one side of Crest to the other will take you most of the day.
Yeah, it is.
Let's get a card.
Oh no, wait. That actually would be a pretty accurate representation, and like it's almost like the city from Attack on Titan, isn't it? I guess.
Yeah.
Because it looks
Yeah.
like you've got like farmland in there and everything.
Yeah.
Like that is a good analogy for it.
So as you get further in, it's more densely populated. Then as you get further out, some of it's not necessarily farmland as much as it is like one of the further. It's the western section of the town. There's not farmland there. It's just huge escaping mansions, and they have like land to like do whatever the hell they want with it.
Oh, and this would be a lot further
Oh.
along in the construction period as well.
Would you
Yeah, the
have a connection?
to the.
I wonder if
barrack? No.
I wonder if the disappearing cemeteries.
Oh, y'all been before. Okay.
Well, again,
Separate
players.
campaign.
Players have characters.
So, for your knowledge, the quadrant that you are in, or section, is over here.
Past the rivers is where the thickness of the city starts, right?
Yeah. And you are on but you're right next to the warehouse you're at is next to a river.
We in like some kind of commercial district.
Yes.
This
There's
is
other
shipping and
warehouses.
receiving. This is the warehouse district.
Okay.
Or
There's actually
sub-district.
even a dock not too far from that warehouse.
Wicked.
This is all they actually like obtained the warehouse for Kentar in a different campaign.
Really?
Yeah, we stole it from somebody that had. Is that where the
Damn.
automatons were?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is where the automatons were and the first like alabaster elf that we ever encountered.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I wonder if that benefactor is still alive or if he's long dead. The one that.
Nicola's original one? No telling. The barracks? Likely.
Yeah.
Terrified to find out what happened to that barrack.
Which one?
The mad one?
Not the mad one, the one that saved our ass.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm terrified to find out how strong he is now.
So Kentar goes, so do you want an escort or do you want to find your own way?
Would the escort be able to get us there a little more subtly than we could?
No.
Can we pay to have them be a little more subtle than we could?
Doubtful, but they will try. Where you're going, it's hard to be subtle looking like that.
Perhaps a little bit.
Drag your knuckles.
I mean,
Of course, I think that's your general. Right?
yeah,
You
Doc
kinda
is
have a hunch.
is generally like hunched over with his arms crossed to kind of
Right.
mask his appearance.
You do that
somewhat.
trick where really tall people are just able to unfold themselves.
I do that all the time.
I'm sure I could find us a way there.
I was about to say, I think we could.
Oh yeah, you know the city.
Good. So he gives you he writes down an address for you and hands it to you.
Mhm.
And it has no name to the address, it just has the address. He goes, if you know the city, saves me having to describe where to go.
Would I
I mean, you're from Cress. So.
Yeah.
know? Yes. Yes, I would. Okay.
And basically, he just gave you, when you look at it, it is one of those, you just got a high-end house.
Oh, we're going to that district.
Either she's upgraded, or we're about to meet those benefactors.
I suppose we should.
Off we go.
First, we should go before things get too
Do you
much
still
busier.
have any of the papers? from
I
when
didn't
you
realize
used to
we were meeting this person
cop
so
in-
soon. You got anything to help with this?
I know you tossed. Do you have any of your papers still?
I don't know if there's anything that I should be using inside the city.
I've
That's
heard of this special
I need fame.
medication called aspirin.
hold on.
No, these three are from Farron.
And
If anybody
could I
asks.
potentially just use my herbalism and
Only?
alchemy to make a quick tonic to help his hangover? Do I need to roll for that, or is that just
It
something?
is a
Oh,
what I think it's Arcana check for the alchemy stuff, or is it?
Well, it'd be nature for herbalism, arcana for alchemy, and Dot is kind of skilled in both. And also medicine. If that helps at all.
Let's go for medicine
Docs.
because you're making a potion to get rid of a headache. That would make more sense as medicine.
Do you need some smelling salts?
Hmm.
That doesn't.
It's a weak one, so I can't imagine it would be
doing
that
well,
difficult.
Not passed out.
I don't get drunk, so I wouldn't.
That was after I failed.
See, for Barnabas, we just open the thing across the room.
17.
You're able to make a concoction of some sort. It definitely does get rid of a headache. It does not taste good.
It's like that particular powder that everyone takes.
Yeah,
and
like
then
only-
drink
Oh
water.
no,
with it.
this is a liquid that it's very tart and bitter.
Blech. Ooh, so the drink
The-
help
the
you
dry
remember.
Piss this?
It's definitely got the dry mouth symptom with it where you're after drinking it.
Like
No, but I did use some of that mold that we found.
He's helping you while experimenting.
I'm glad he's learning. So part of it's just.
So neither of us are charismatic, so we can try to pull that.
it's easier to get around.
just
Right.
leave the
Yeah.
talking to me.
It's if anybody asks why there's somebody with clipped ears that's not on chains, rope, or shackles, it's easier for somebody else from the same city to say that they owned them and they're just being used as a bodyguard.
Mhm.
And also, don't call me Barnabas. Not actually my fucking name either.
What do you want your name to be?
I'm gonna figure that out after I am officially not a runaway.
Well, for now, Sir Wolfric.
Well, considering on the fucking poster it's Wolf, we're gonna stay away from that too.
Hmm.
Scruffy.
I like that one.
Should we call you Clifford?
Rover.
I mean,
Cerberus.
He's not red though.
you guys
But he
really
has
have never dealt with this guy before, have you?
Oh,
We
this is
don't-
not a character. Come on.
We don't get names.
You there.
For the most part of my fucking life, I was called shit, scum, trash. Only time I was ever called anything other was when I was thrown in a life or death fight situation to make money.
Mm.
Well, I digress. You're not that to us.
Tall one.
I
Doc
was just
says,
saying,
looking
like,
down
hey,
at you.
Since you need to be kind of mean about it, just call him dog.
Do we have to? That seems a little bit much.
I'll do
Harsh.
it.
Strong one. Come on.
I'm just.
It's calling out characteristics.
And if I'm bodyguard, it makes sense why I'm wearing armor and carrying weapons.
Sure.
Okay, we'll just continue this conversation on the way back.
No, this
Walk and talk.
this would have been said before we leave.
Either way, let's keep going.
Because you would
Making you
definitely know
uncomfortable.
by now that Marcus is a runaway slave.
Well,
Let's say
y'all
you
know.
might know.
It would probably have gotten wrong in the month's travel.
So, Esper takes you through the town, over the bridge, and it is, as soon as you cross the bridge, you have entered an area that definitely each house has an actual, like, large lawn. Each house is 2 to 3 stories. And it is night and day from being on one side of the river to the other.
Scrunch into myself, make myself shorter than Barnabas.
All I can imagine now is like springy legs.
I mean, bugbears are capable of fitting into spaces meant for small creatures. So, without squeezing.
And it's so thinking about that.
It really is.
You should call them spider bears.
You move like an octopus.
Esper takes you down a couple of roads, and like you come to a house that's 2 stories. It is stone fronted, and not every house has stone front. There are actual what looks like stone shingles for the roofing. And when you get there, there's obviously like a bell rope.
You want to do it or shall I?
You pull the rope, you hear nothing.
It's probably inside.
After a few minutes, the door opens, and you think that your bugbear friend is tall. The gentleman that answers the door makes him look tiny when it comes to height.
What are we talking? Like 12 feet?
Yes.
Goliath type? Or
No, like
bigger than
12 to 14 feet tall.
Jesus.
Giant.
Like, probably like an Audrelon.
And it's one of those, the door opens, and you're like, all you can see is shins, basically.
So it reminds us of the giant. Reminds me of the giant from fucking that one town in the waste.
Yeah.
Just merged out of that.
And he is, like, very hunched over, and, like,
Not somebody had to do it.
We would like to come here. Give it an address.
Yeah.
and he, like, holds out his hand, and it is, like, for how tall he is, it is spindly, and, like, it's not...
This isn't the same guy I saw at Fritz's that like ejected the rain.
It looks similar, but not quite.
Slender Man.
Flashbacks.
Would I have even the slightest idea of what this is?
It's not human.
Not from
Definitely not.
Snip, 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 snip.
Just corn fed.
Hey, she dead.
That doesn't actually.
It holds out its hand.
I hand him the paper, I guess.
It pulls it up to its face and looks at it. folds it open, closes it. Wait.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No arguing with you.
Yeah.
And it goes to a door. There's multiple doors that are offset. It goes to a door and like ducks under and shuts it behind it. Getting to look around, the floor looks like it's made of something similar to marble. There is doors to your left and right and in front of you, and they are large double doors.
We're in the
Yeah. And there appears to be a balcony above the door directly in front of you with a door set that is closed on it as well.
a lot of doors here.
It is a nice house.
Budget horse.
What?
Time
Oh,
to come to some place that's actually clean.
Oh.
The doors that the thing went through beforehand open again, and it, spindles out underneath and comes back up. And it can stand, like, it sort of can stand fully up in the foyer because there is the second floor that is
Open.
empty. And it motions over to the door to its right, your left.
Shall we?
Sure.
And we go in.
Inside is what looks sort of like a dining room with a large mahogany table. There are scents in here of spice.
Everything nice.
And as you all enter the door, you feel something like go across you.
That doesn't feel right.
Ordered?
For you and you who did not go bathe, you feel clean.
At least we didn't get chemical.
So it's like that smoke thing that they got at Walmart, right?
Yeah. But it is like there is that permeant spell of like some sort of spice that's burning, whether it's an incense or something that's just been lit. There are furs and tons of different heads mounted on the wall of different animals and some goblins and so forth.
Seems to be a hunter.
like the head of goblins.
Yes,
Anything
that have been fully taxidermied.
Mm.
That will mutter to himself and goblin. Well, that's not unsettling at all.
Give me a perception check now that you've seen the goblin one.
Uncle? Oh, there's going to be a.
Where he went.
That would be a 15.
There's definitely a bugbear.
Do I recognize any of these goblinoids?
No.
Oh, none of them from the city. Not that I would care much if they were.
You don't just drop a phrase like that.
I mean, it's disturbing regardless.
Oh, absolutely. Human heads.
Elf.
Give me a perception check.
What?
Any human elf heads? Like, now I'm gonna start looking for gnomes. I need to make it.
At first, you think there's a human head, and then when you get closer, you notice it has pointy ears.
Oh,
You have entered the house of the man who operates the most dangerous game.
Any gnomes, or do I need to re-roll for that?
What was your roll earlier?
15.
15. There's gnomes.
At that, Doc kind of growls to himself.
All right, guys.
Ears perk up.
What is
My hat.
It's just flat.
After a couple of minutes, the door, one of the other doors, not the one you came in, opens up, and in comes 3 humans. All of their ears are clipped, and behind them is a large tabaxi.
What is?
This is a tabaxi is a cat person.
Khajiit.
Yeah, Khajiit.
Okay, I know.
The tabaxi has reddish brown, like red and brown hair. And it's definitely a female tabaxi. And the 3 humans come and set food down on the table and then instantly leave.
Do they look emaciated?
No, they look well kept.
Okay.
Welcome to a large city where all of the slaves are well fed and well kept, mostly because they are a status symbol.
Always
I like it. It's a tabaxi that has humans.
Doesn't
as
mean
slaves.
treated well. It
Reverse
just means that they
it.
keep up appearances.
The tabaxi like motions and she goes, "So, I have been tasked to get you acclimated to what you need here in the city."
What's your name? You told us.
No,
No?
No, that was players talk.
that was
Oh,
Crusher mentioned Ruby.
Oh,
yeah, that's right. Can we know your name?
My name is Ruby.
He's definitely last week.
First things first, and I hope you don't mind me asking, but non-humans don't generally have this kind of status.
This is not my place.
It's not. You seem well taken care of.
My benefactor helps take care of a lot of things.
Okay. This our primary task was to find the library.
The Rook's Preserve, yes.
Yes. We'd also like to find a door.
According to Kentor, you're looking for the door that goes nowhere.
Sure.
So it seems to be told.
that door bring.
Red door, green.
Remember, it goes nowhere because she doesn't exist.
It's been all in my mind. It's been fake.
No, it's because you have to knock a specific way.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have an appointment with the door that goes
No.
nowhere? Do
Apparently.
you need
Remembering now, it's like
Mad.
Oh no, it's
without
Didn't
inconveniencing.
it's a her that runs the door that goes nowhere?
At least one that I've interacted with.
Money bag. Interesting. So, the door that goes nowhere, the Rook's Preserve. We can do the Rook's Preserve at any time. You might have to wait at the Rook's Preserve, waiting for one of their attendants. You cannot schedule with one. Not easy. Not without a a lot of gold. The door that goes nowhere is easier to put in schedules with, but it will be on their schedule.
Thought I would. Yeah, I expected that.
Is there anything else that you?
I'm sure you guys want to know what exactly you guys are doing here.
I mean, we know we're supposed to be looking for information.
Which temple?
Zako.
You would have to go further into town.
Wait, Tim?
I need Zako.
Hey, get your head down.
Yes, hello.
I demand attention.
Oh no, he's gonna go around and try to get it from everybody.
He gave me a nudge.
So, the temple for Zato. Is there anything else?
Great Saint, reveal to me why I'm here. Why I'm here again.
To know why the hell we were bound to be brought here.
You mean summoned?
Who's your benefactor? If you're allowed to say.
My benefactor.
I'm assuming it's the one who gave you the request of weapons.
No.
Yeah.
My benefactor did not request you to go.
Ask who did.
They were brought here by someone.
That's another thing too. Would she technically already know, Ruben?
No.
Yeah. No?
No. She's never worked with him.
You just got handed the task.
Yeah, I take the jobs and
The person that requested you to be here has some pull, but I don't think that they were the ones that requested you here either, because they left me with no other information than to get you. And we had to pay for your release.
sorry about that, guys.
Thus, while you are here, you are to work for me to pay back Crusher for his time.
Grand, you have tied me in onto your debt.
Not that. This is a different.
If you don't go through the door, you won't be in debt.
Again, different debt.
Wait.
It's fine. I'm gonna owe everybody to the heavens and back.
Sounds like you have a very interesting time being a rat catcher.
And see, everybody calls me that, and I have to catch a rat.
That's not
Or at least
that
been
hard.
asked to do so.
It's not that
Oh, you
hard.
did catch a wolf.
I haven't caught a wolf either. He walked up to us.
You would.
Actually, he walked into a fight with us.
How much would you guys have told Doc about Onion, by the way?
Probably some as to why am I carrying a thing of ashes with me.
So Doc would have a general idea of what Onion is.
Kind of. Without giving
All
like the,
Barmus would have said would be.
I don't think we would have given like the hidden.
A lot going on there.
So we gotta pay off your debt.
Last I checked,
Our
you
debt.
were part of the reason.
Correct one.
So, what would you have us do?
How do you plan to work it off?
We're good at rat catching.
Will you just said you've never caught a rat.
Oh, it's not that hard.
That's one of those metaphors.
I am a skilled alchemist, doctor, surgeon.
You are not part of their problem.
True enough. I'm simply following them out of my own curiosity. That much is correct.
That's how I got pulled in. You for sneaking up.
I was running.
So, with that in mind, right now I have no one.
Would there be a place we could stay that's not the middle of a warehouse? That we can pay if need be.
What would we be willing to pay per day?
The loaf is a decent place, if that's still existing. Yeah. Oh.
Airloaf isn't fair.
Airloaf's
Oh,
fair.
right.
Unless they franchised out while we were in the
Yeah. No, they moved and said, "Fuck this town. It's full
The
of
traveling
slimes.
boat.
It's full of slimes. We're moving."
They've shacked up with halflings in the tree.
If you're just looking for a roof over your head, we do have a place that isn't too expensive.
But it's also not going to be upset with our tall friend and clipped-eared friend.
Place that maintains a semblance of privacy.
I do believe for 5 silver apiece a day, we can provide. If you don't mind, a room.
I've known the people for quite some time now, so I don't mind.
Good.
Roommate crusher.
It's going to be the same house,
It's-
probably.
My guess is it's either going to be Whistle or the orange-haired one that we never talked to.
She pulls out a quill and a piece of parchment and writes down an address and puts it down.
You navigator.
Yoink.
I imagine we also need this food. We've been eating.
It's up to you guys if you're, and it's not like an actual like full meal. Like it's yeah.
I don't need the toothpicks.
Awkward. Yeah. Take out a small little thing of chemicals, like test for the most basic of poisons, and then
Hot sauce.
Can
Not even
you
flavored. It's
make
just
hot sauce?
pure capsaicin.
I'm sure.
She has not been eating the whole time.
Okay.
She's just been talking, and she goes, "So, your payment will come every day. Your roommate will collect it for me.
Okay.
Is there anything that you need right now? Otherwise, your roommate will be able to show you what's around when they're not busy."
I don't think we're looking for anything. Since now we're having to wait for appointments and pay off more debts. So what you get for being a street urchin.
All of the doors in this house are locked, except for the ones that lead out. Leave at your own convenience. I have other things to attend to. And she collects up a couple of pieces of paper and walks in.
Nice meeting you. Thank you.
How much we owe them?
But
How much was that gold? How much was that stuff worth?
7,000. It was 7,000, right? 7,000.
How much debt do you have now?
30. If you had the 7.
7,000 silver.
No,
No.
that was gold.
And
Oh,
it's 7,000 gold split between 4.
Yes, even the amount that we have in here
Give me
reaches
that
in
back.
when you are sober.
Magic drink got me there.
Not
Makes you
quite.
feel like you're.
You feel sober. Trust me, you're not.
Can't even trust my
We
uncle.
get out to the streets, somebody casts disease. Because it cures a poison or a disease.
Less restoration.
Don't have that.
Lesser restoration can get rid of drama.
Hey,
Yeah, I have less restoration. It's just I'm not
stop it.
doing that in the city.
Drop it.
No,
Or-
it would get
or rotten
skewered
fish.
on. It would get skewered on.
So, you wait around, I'm guessing, a little bit before you leave.
Yeah.
Well, I
I'm
mean, I
quitting
didn't
my
know.
fight.
Are we waiting for somebody, or are we just following the address?
I just figured as soon as she walked out because it's rude to leave before the other person has left.
I'd kind of like to check on my possible business partner too.
I'm sure he'll send word for it.
Yeah. Don't bother him. He's busy.
With his sweatshop.
All right, this is the address. We're going this way.
So the address leads you back across the bridge, and it leads you in the opposite direction from the warehouse when you cross over the bridge.
Well, for sure, no way.
Mm-hmm.
You start going into an actual like residential district, but it's not like a high end district. This is still like lower end. Some of them are just like a hovel.
Hey.
And some are like some of the houses that you do come across are also, you could tell that they use the 2 walls from the buildings on either side of them and then just put a roof over the top of it.
Quaint.
So it would have been an alleyway at some point, but it is now,
A home.
yeah. But you find yourself in front of a small earth-bound home.
Very rustic.
You open the door, and it opens into a kitchen slash dining area. And there are 6 doors off of the main room.
I'm assuming that each one of
Back
these
to the
is a
open door.
bedroom.
Knock, 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 knock.
Do what?
Reach back to the open door. Knock, 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 knock.
Jim Morrison.
You're welcome.
Nothing.
Nothing.
You can always wait here. That's where we're supposed to go.
Mhm.
All the other roommates is supposed to show us around.
You want to go creeping through all the rooms?
Yeah.
You can have at it. I'll check the kitchen.
I'll run with Esper.
In the kitchen, there is a cold box. It does have supplies in it for making food. There's also logs for a fire next to the hearth. The hearth is slightly warm, so it was used earlier. The table that's in the middle of this, it is sturdy, but it definitely has seen better days. The doors, all of them are slightly different colors. but there are no distinguishable marks on it.
I'm going to knock on each of the doors before I crack them open.
Okay. Which way are we starting? Are we starting right going left or left going right?
Right to left.
Right.
Okay. First door, you knock on it, no answer, and it opens. Inside is a small cot with a stool and a small, like, end table.
No, like it doesn't look like it was lived in or.
Nope.
Okay. Must be an empty room. Next.
Same.
All of them are.
Except for one.
Two. One of them, it opens. It is pretty much empty, but there is a small chest at the end of it with a small lock.
This belongs to someone.
Don't you start doing that in our new home.
And then the last one,
Things in
when
the toolbox.
you knock
Don't
on
do
it
it.
and you're gonna open it, the door is locked.
That one is locked. So the other three might be possible for staying in. The first two seem the first three?
So there's 3 doors on each side, basically.
Okay.
So the first 3 are completely empty. Empty, has a chest in it, locked.
Got a few rooms for choices.
That's very picky. I don't think he is either.
We're gonna have to bunk together. Well, you guys are.
Uh, Barnabas, what I forgot to mention for you when you entered this room, or this house, it smells like ash.
Doc does not smell it at all.
They usually have some kind of like.
Yeah,
The reason for
the mask has like
They would
herbs
keep
and stuff
flowers
stuffed
and
in it.
stuff.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
because you don't want to smell the corpses.
Mm-hmm.
You want to keep the bad airs out, keep away the
Okay.
miasma.
Miasma. That's what carried the disease.
That miasma, and they would keep different flowers and herbs in it to mask the scent.
So what are we doing?
Gonna make myself at home, I guess. We don't have a direction yet.
Just waiting.
So who
Well,
called?
Living
that's a bakery
through-
on our way.
No.
Now there's a bookshelf.
Has arrived.
Hmm?
The weather front has arrived. It's front and up. It's here for the frosty.
I'm worried about the roots.
No, there is not a bakery in this room. We'll have to go through. Welcome to my Cress book.
Although there's a bookshelf in this building.
Yes, there is a bookshelf.
Yes. Over here, how's the bookshelf? Wow.
Okay, buddy, we get it.
The bookshelf is pretty barren. There's a couple of books. Most of them are like actual, like how to cook and recipe books. There is one book on the like beginnings of magic.
Hey, question. So, like, in some games you can pick up books and increase your knowledge, therefore increase your skills. Does that happen in your world?
Yeah, you
Hey,
sold
you,
that
rem-
book.
you remember that book?
Well, I
that you
mean,
had?
yeah, I got rid of that one, but that was a special book. Like, does that
That's-
work with most books? Like, where knowledge can actually have the potential to increase your skills?
No.
No.
Um,
It has to be.
You have to
That
practice.
requires specialized types of downtime activities.
Yeah. So like if you're wanting to learn up a new skill or something, you can do it, but that requires a lot of downtime.
Would it be,
Um,
I wonder if I could look for something like that while we're at the Rook's Preserve.
The Rook's Preserve doesn't sell those.
No. So it's more like an archive.
Yes.
Library of Alexandria.
So you wait a couple of hours, and then the door like busts open, and in comes an orc,
Yep, it's Crusher.
and he, oh,
I can smell them before
I have roommates.
Ruby told us we owe you.
Well, oh, her, whichever way it is.
Right?
Yes, sir.
I got the numbers in the room. I did pay for the day. Stay out of my room.
The one that's locked?
Yes.
Well, whose room's the other one that had the chest in it?
Oh, he never came back for his chest.
Either you or
Who was he?
Sieg. Sieg never stayed here. Sieg got his it was the asphalt of stuff.
what was the guy? It's been a long time. We just used the chest now for like odds and ends. He didn't leave anything in it.
Oh.
He just left the chest.
That's kind of lame.
Hmm.
I guess he died.
I don't know. Wandered off.
Hmm.
He was with other weirdos. I know that's saying a lot coming from me, but there
What?
were a collective of them.
What made him so weird?
Well, like,
I wish Onion was here.
one was like really tall.
Mm-hmm.
He had like a child that followed him.
Sieg and
Charlie.
That's
Was
really
there
not
another
their
cat?
child now. Assuming they're alive.
Oh,
Or either an adult or a corpse.
Definitely a corpse from Black Dragon.
oh, Sieg died.
but yeah, so we just used the chest. If you got anything that you need to log into it, the key to it, and he like points and like on top of the door seal for that door. Now that he points to it, you can easily see the fact that the key just is up there chilling.
So those rooms are free, just not yours. All right.
I'll be right back with the pricings.
Okay.
And he like
Oh, and that's one room for everybody.
takes he pulls the key out from his pocket, unlocks the door, shuts it, and you hear the door lock behind him. And it re-unlocks, and he comes back out holding a piece of paper. And he's you're eating, staying. You need any specialty stuff?
Bread.
My fucking coconut from Kentar.
All deliveries can be brought to. Well, you have the address.
Just
Yeah. So if you don't need anything extra, like odd, such as like weird dietary things,
Yeah.
5 silver piece per room.
Do you happen to have something for distillation?
That would be an oddity.
Yo, Crusher, can I borrow your meth lab?
Pure alcohol is more useful for potions than something like wine.
So, distilling is alcohol?
Yes.
I think what he's looking for is not.
He needs pure grain. Awesome. I like it.
Um,
He supplies and brewer supplies, so he has. So let's do it.
so, like, a distillery, aren't those normally big?
I'm looking for something more small scale.
They make it smaller?
Backwoods moonshine still.
Mm-hmm.
Do you happen to have a glass blower?
There's a couple on,
I could drop some sketches if that's necessary.
there's a couple of different shops throughout the town that you could probably go get it if you need it. But if I have to provide the stuff, it's going to cost you.
I can go shopping for you.
Let's say one of us may have to be called Goofer player. He's eating like a stick or something.
Casually holds pout.
Yo, Frizzles. What we got?
It's under you.
If it's something you can have, we don't care.
Just kept seeing the white. It looked almost like a toothpick, but it much longer.
Oh, he might have a. It might be part of a Q-tip.
Yeah.
Cotton.
Yeah, that's what he has.
Okay.
I ignore him most of the time with those.
It's
Okay.
not innately dangerous.
Knock will take out like some charcoal,
You
some
do.
paper,
Getting after it, though.
sketch what he needs and like dimensions and such. Another piece, another piece, another piece.
So,
And
yeah. So 5 silver.
Yep.
yours.
That's 1 gold.
I will.
You get them too in 2 days.
I've got that one's.
Right.
I've got yours. Then
Huh?
I got yours
Okay.
because I have your money.
I recommend locking your doors. We don't have a lock on the main door. But yeah, if you want privacy, lock your doors. The key's inside your room. So, you want some ash?
Yeah, why not, man?
Fucking no!
You might want to hide in your room.
And I immediately go in for it.
So me, you, and
Nah, I'm gonna abstain.
Not
you're not
right,
even
left
trying on the
room.
road. Yeah, go ahead. Hook me up.
not right now, but if I can find some medical benefits to it, I will be back to you.
It helps with depression, muscle aches.
Doc doesn't know that yet.
And we're just in your rooms and you hear jamming coming from.
Yeah. 5 gold.
Okay.
Just-
I just gave him 1 gold for 2.
I don't know how long we're gonna be.
So you gave him 5 gold. What room you got?
Not the one he's in. He's angry. Take the back.
He walks over to your room and he like pulls out a thing and like hangs it on the door, and it's got a number on it, but it does not coincide to 10 days.
As long as he doesn't have any star shards on
And what room you got?
One of the middle
He picks another. He picks up it's a different number and he puts it on. And again, it's not 2.
ones.
I just paid for one day and I took the front left, stormed off.
I paid for 1 day for both of us.
Front right, you mean?
Yeah.
The front left is his.
Oh yeah, front right. Actually, back right, far away from his room.
I'll
as
take
possible.
back left. Then.
He's already taken back left.
I took back.
Son of a bitch!
No, he said he
Oh, you're in
off.
back row?
Oh yeah, I stormed
Okay, then
off
it would be
first.
back left. Sorry.
So you're in the middle with me.
Yeah, stuck in the middle with you.
Little dance.
He takes the money, and anybody who pays for more than 1 day, you do like if you pay for 2 days, you get the same number, which is one of those awkward like okay, it makes sense, but it doesn't because it's not 2. But anybody who just paid for 1 day, nothing's hung on your door. And when you look at it, it's also not a normal number. Like it's not the common script for 2, anyways. It is not goblin.
It is not Gnomish.
Nope.
Pressure's on language.
No, it is not. But it. I'm
it
trying to
orc?
remember Pressure's languages.
Sure, it's fucking Bellis.
No.
No, it's definitely not.
Not necessarily.
What's a
high
Vela?
society.
Pressure's. Nope, that's all onion.
Just in case. Or pieces, right?
I need to
Ashes
update
to
that
ashes,
anyway.
dust to dust.
That was
Oh,
just
there we go, Crusher.
perfect.
Hey, he was the front.
Of course, the fireball is across. It magnifies.
Fireball.
Okay.
Yeah.
He was a witch ball.
Yeah.
There is chaos ball.
Yeah.
Oh
It's basically a witch ball.
The last thing that they saw was
It
you.
starts really small. Just get.
He's gonna come back to life, stare me down, and then probably smack me.
Okay.
Biting.
It's Kinku.
Oh,
Well, you know what that
Oh
is.
shit! Kenku got a written
It's a
language.
bird.
It has a written language. It
Oh, I
doesn't
didn't
have
know
a-
that.
Yeah, Kinku does.
They have written,
don't
but they don't have.
He
spoken.
speaks
Yeah.
bird?
He writes bird.
Right.
Right, bird.
Well, if you,
Ash is insane.
I missed
So-
Whistle.
in our previous campaign, there was a character named Whistle, and we could never figure out what he was.
so
Until he got knocked unconscious.
And
That's
we
odd.
peeked under his hood, and he was a bird
Bird person. So most Kinku have they have a written language. It's really odd, but most of them do common as their written language. And then they only speak what they've heard. So mimicry.
Weird. Weird
What was
divergence that happened somewhere in their history.
Yeah.
Because I know for a fact that back in the AD&D days they did not have that restriction.
Yeah.
They also weren't necessarily crow people.
No, they're not crow people. Kinku are. It is
They
a
like magpie almost.
no. It's a bird person. It is like they can be cardinals. They can be crow.
Oh, okay.
They can be, but Raven and Crow became the like
Yeah.
commonplace.
Was your other character King
Probably kind of kind of mesh them with the concept of like a kangaroo.
Was your bird character?
No.
What wound up happening? I was gone for that session. What wound up
We died.
happening?
We got eaten by boars.
Boars?
Also, she was
Giant.
not something of D&D realms.
Okay.
She was something from my world.
So after you all get your own rooms, Crusher gives you a little bit of ash. And he goes, "If you want more, I'm right here."
Lost a lot of money, so probably.
I'm reverse hotboxing and stuffing my cloak at the bottom of the doors. And just
Do you plan to do anything for the rest of your first day in Cress?
until I'm told that one poster is there.
Be looking through that book for funsies, and then may actually through our travels, I kind of flip through, but look through. Since
Okay.
I'm not having to worry about something jumping.
Onion's book is a
Book of plants.
Yep.
From various planes of existence. Many of the ones that are in Onion's handwriting are from the Feywild. The ones from before that are other things.
And there's side notes in Battle's handwriting as well.
Yes.
Yes.
We swap books back and forth, compared notes.
And towards the end, there is a poem.
Basil was a ranger.
I can find it.
It was prior to one of the editions coming out.
What was your subclass?
Hunter.
Hunter. Been told Gloomstalkers to go to.
I think Gloomstalker came out in sessions after we started. And I already had an idea and a path to get down.
It's a cool ass class in
Oh, yeah.
general. I think probably my next one. You weren't here for this, other than one shot music. Did you see the post I put in the group?
Which one?
Go back and look.
Oh, whatever.
It ain't going to cry a bit.
Oh.
He's reading that.
If Aiden wants to share it with anyone,
I love that.
that's his call, but I'm only gonna like show it to those who would actually be able to see it.
Right. I mean, I would show it to
Barnabas, who can't read it.
That's right.
Look at
I'd
the
have to read
pictures.
that too.
Well, I mean, maybe Finn.
I'm not really interested.
Don't know what it is.
But I do like the book. It's gorgeous.
Thank you.
After hour or two, there's a knock on your front door.
The front of the building.
Yeah.
Go right up to the door.
There's a kid holding a loaf of bread, and it's got his hand out.
My man! Silver.
Oh, thank you, sir. Like he hands you the like he takes off running.
I live near the airloaf, so bread was very common.
It's a comfort food.
Yes, absolutely.
You giving the kid a silver just made his day.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, especially since it's 2 copper for a loaf of bread.
Didn't care.
Doc is going to, Doc is going to smell the fresh bread,
I don't think there's
roll
a
on his
single
mask,
person-
unlock his door, and be like, "What was that smell?"
Bread. Is it like a basket of it, or is it just like
No, it's just a loaf of bread.
I wouldn't necessarily call any of us frugal.
Well, cut it up into pieces and divvy it up to everybody.
Oh.
Crusher like opens the door and he goes, "Delivery."
Good bread.
Oh,
It's just a loaf of bread.
you want bread?
Yes, please.
Okay. I'll put it on the list. He shuts the door and it locks.
Oops. That's supplies. Yeah, he just saw the bread. He's been thinking about it all day.
I thought he was gonna come out with munchies.
After a couple more minutes, the Crusher's door opens again. He goes, I gotta get stuff. Need anything?
Besides that,
Muffled from behind the door. Meat!
yeah, that too.
He points over to the,
The
like,
cold box, yeah.
yeah.
We got some in here.
Herbs.
Hold on.
Should be in
The
there.
non-ash variety.
Nah.
The reason Barnabas
Well-
smelled was he's not opening that door
Yeah.
as long as Crusher is here.
What?
Because he'd be smoking.
I'm not your shopper. And he, like, turns and walks out and shuts the door behind him.
Why did you ask?
Well, they are supplies.
I just did
They're
realize
useful
that
for
since we're
herbalism.
Cress, I may try the magic thing again. For whatever avail.
Okay.
But disguise self requires a makeup kit, doesn't it?
You guys saw the spell, man.
No? Okay, good. No, I'm good. I don't need it.
That is a
I mean,
Because I thought when we were thinking
I believe
about
you
like
have a little bit of
thinning her
makeup as
out-
the material component if you don't have focus.
I'll check.
Yeah, because if one of us is going to go out, you know, something happens. I just feel like that'd be a good thing. But you-
So are you trying to cast Disguise Self? Or...
Oh no, I just want to get the supplies for it if I need it.
Okay. Anybody doing anything for the rest of the day?
I'll cook some meat.
Okay. In the cold box, there is, like, parts of a chicken that's not cooked. Okay, I don't know what the hell he has.
Getting after
No
it, though.
components required for disguise.
Mhm.
Verbal and somatic.
Everyone's good.
Experimentation.
It'd be
Seeing
really
what I can.
shameful if you miss- if you
concoct
were
up.
missing some fingers, though.
Can't really use another one of my experimental elixirs, but I'm.
If you're missing some fingers, the somatic wouldn't work.
Oh yeah, no, he's got all his digits. We're good. He said that just got me off guard. Like whoa.
But yeah, so you're, I guess you guys are just going to stay the day, like, have a down day?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like he said, we're kind of waiting to make sure, we're not going to walk down the street and people jump us all of a sudden.
Towards the end of the day, there's a knock on the door. There's a teenager standing there, and he goes, so, he pulls out of his back pocket a folded up piece of paper. Kittar asks, do you need anything from his shop?
I don't think so at the moment. But we're stuck here for a while, so we might.
Here's my fucking coconut.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, coconut.
Here's a coconut. Can't I promise a coconut?
Did you not get the other delivery?
Got some good earlier. What was it?
Oh. I'll pass. Anything else?
Anybody need anything from Kintar?
No.
We're good. Thank you.
You like
2 copper.
you give him 2 copper?
Yeah.
He pockets it and
Everybody's been asking for us. It's like, I don't know. There's nothing to do. I'm a tourist.
he pockets it and walks out. When you unfold the paper, it is a wanted posted for Barnabas.
But just him.
Just him. Good.
I mean, not good.
Knock. Finally open the door.
He would have been Crusher is not here, so he would have been out with you.
Oh, okay. It's not actively smoking. So you would have smelled the chicken, which would have helped mask some of that.
First place.
So here's chicken, here's butcher. Does it have a name?
Same noise.
He just said ow.
It would just say,
Yeah.
There was no name. It was just a picture. And there's a 2,000 gold bounty.
son of a bitch. It's more than I have.
Weird thought here. He'd been shaved and clean kept from when we're in the other city. Ormond.
I got a shave, but it's
I
also
wonder
been
if
a
we
couple
clean
months.
him up a bit, like.
I mean, it's him. It is him. Like,
Rough.
yeah.
It would have been he
When
would
you're
have
in for-
basically had buzz cut almost and fully shaved down.
So they won't recognize you.
Less likely.
Plus, you didn't have wolf beak.
All right, so I'll go ahead and put all my armor and weapons in the chest. So if we do go out and about, it looks like a Dane has me for delivery.
Anything else? A couple of minutes later, there's another knock, and the kid has a coconut.
Yay! Barnabas!
Do you need some help with that?
And I'll go and grab the pommel of the sword. Coconut water spills everywhere.
Oh, you could have drank. Oh, yeah, that's
Licking
right.
it off the.
That's right, you just look at As
Buster,
a
does it say?
wild ash.
Does it specify wanted dead, wanted alive, or dead or alive?
It's just a $2,000 gold bin.
Okay, so they want alive. Makes sense. Think.
So,
Yeah.
They
Sorry.
they'd want you.
Makes sense. They believe for some damn
They're going.
purpose that I killed the cousin.
So they would want to kill you themselves. Make a spectacle of you.
Just macabre.
Mm. Not anything on that.
Welcome to Tyria.
I didn't directly kill the guy. A slime did. I just
Yeah.
halted him from
Leaving?
escaping.
You don't know what we're talking
Anyway,
Lime.
about. That's why I said these two.
Slime?
There's these green fuckers that go around.
You know, I think I may have heard about some kind of chaos happening up there, but
It's been a long time since.
I have no idea.
and
Rumor mills
feel
don't
like
travel very far with
shit
goblins.
from- as I ran.
Kind of insular.
Well, when you've got human trade routes crossing all through the territories, it's kind of hard for the different tribes to communicate.
Hopefully, we won't do any with any here. If you see any like weird, goopy lights, beams, fucking run. If it's a red one,
interesting.
So gray goop, pray for salvation.
red one. White one just run.
Yeah, because that means that Barnabas has the jar.
What?
The mayonnaise.
No, Dane has that. I
Uh,
can't be trusted not to just
Make
say
mayonnaise.
honey.
and that's where we're going to leave off. Is at the end of that day, where you have basically you had your first day in Cress. We'll be back with more D&D next week, hopefully. Anything that you guys know of
Yes, should be.
to be able to do. Because that'll probably be our last week of D&D for this year.
Oh.
Christmas coming up and all that stuff.
Because we got Christmas, and then I'm taking the week after Christmas, and I'm taking a vacation.
Ooh.
So
A long overdue one.
Is
Yeah.
it a stay-at-home vacation or go somewhere vacation?
both.
Do we need to do? We're gonna do a one shot.
For Christmas, no.
Yeah, I kind of want to continue with the story anyway.
You guys have enough stuff going on in Cress, and you also burned like a month just traveling with Crusher.
Which I had a realization with that. We were only there for like 3 days. Which means Crusher was already being sent.
No.
No. Okay.
Do you not remember him saying that because you guys had to walk, the carriage couldn't go as fast?
Oh, gotcha. That's
Mm.
right.
No, he straight up said that like the carriage like I can't go fast. Sucks because you guys have to keep up with you.
I love these characters. I can't wait till we see the Electric Queen again.
Yes, I miss that.
But I want to thank everybody for coming out and watching tonight. If you get the chance, come and watch us live on Twitch on Thursdays at 7 p.m. Central. And then again, this does air on our YouTube every Saturday. I'm Shinigami Tabris. I hope you have a wonderful day or a wonderful night wherever you are. And until next time, everyone,